Hello everyone, my name is Fahry and I have a gameplay of domination on the map Turbine using the Mtar with the foregrip, quick draw and stock attachment. My secondary is the FHJ so that I can shoot down enemy air support. My perks are Hardline, Scavenger and Engineer. My killstreak setup is the UAV, 100 kilo drone and the Hellstorm missile, as you can all see with my new template that I've been working on. So the MTAR is the very first assault rifle you unlock. It's the default assault rifle so that you don't have to spend any tokens on it, and it's just there once you unlock the create a class system at level 4, and it has a maximum damage of 40 and a minimum damage of 24. It has a 30 magazine clip size, and with extended clip that's 40, just like all the other assault rifles, fully automatic. It has a 0.25 ADS time. It has a 2.49 reload time, making it the slowest reload time for all the fully automatic assault rifles. And I have to say that the MTAR is probably the most underrated gun besides the AN-94. The AN-94 is a bit common now, but I don't see a lot of people use the MTAR, and I think that's just because in the gun stats in Black Ops 2 menu, like the menu view for the gun, it's saying that the stats aren't that great. Like the damage is pretty bad, the rate of fire is pretty bad, all that sort of stuff. It's saying that it's really bad, but if you actually use the gun, it is powerful. It is almost like a killing machine. Like this gun is good at almost any range. Like you'll see me take out guys at long range, at close range, at medium range, just any range this gun is really good at. And I sometimes get hit markers, but there you can see me drop a guy at close range. It's really effective. But when you have bad internet, the MTAR can be really stressful. Like you'll get a lot of hit markers. Like the game I played before this was on Plaza, and oh my god, I just kept on getting hit markers and just continuous hit markers, and I got really pissed. The attachments I recommend are the ones shown on my template. Now, I like the stock because I like to use the strafing method to win my gunfights. You don't always have to use the stock. Now, the foregrip is just to compensate for its accuracy, because the accuracy isn't that bad. It's actually centered. But I decided that, well, there's no other attachments I can use on it, might as well just use the foregrip. And the quick draw attachment, because I like to aim down the sight quickly, and it's just really good for close quarters. And the red dot sight, you don't really need it because I think the iron sights are perfect. I think the MTAR has one of the best iron sights. Like, I don't know, it's just so original, you know, it doesn't have any fancy patterns or any curves and bumps, whatever. It's just like a straight up line with a dot at the tip of it. It's just like that. It's almost like the Scars iron sights. Like, I like the Scars iron sights. But the perks I'd like to use is Scavenger, just because I realize I always run out of ammo, but the fire rate on this gun isn't really that high. It's comparable to the Scar or the AN-94, and so you don't really need to reload a lot more. It's not like the Scorpion where the rate of fire is just crazy and you're gonna end up reloading. And oh, I just want to go off topic a bit, and I also use the tactical insertion just because if I die, like, I'll spawn all the way at A at the edge of the map, and I don't really like to run all the way to B or C just so I can spawn trap them. So tactical insertion is actually good for avoiding a spawn trap, or if you don't want to run like way across the map just to get to the enemy spawned. And back to the topic. So perk 3, I'd recommend using Engineer because of all the bouncing betties and the shock charges. I have noticed that people stopped using the shock charge now. Like, well, they still use it, but it's not as common because, like, in the first month this game was released, oh my god, the shock charges were just everywhere. So now, what's my overall opinion on this gun? I think that the MTAR is actually a good gun. I'd give it an an 8 out of 10. I think the Mtar is much better than the Type 25. It can be comparable to the... I think it's much better than the M27 because it actually has high damage. And just to sum things up, it has a good damage, it has low recoil, so the recoil is actually centered, it's not kicking upwards. Even if you're not using foregrip, the recoil isn't crazy like the Scar. And the only thing that suffers is the reload. So maybe you can switch the foregrip with fast mags, but overall, again, I'd highly recommend this gun. It could actually be a try-hard weapon. I know most people probably won't use it as a try-hard weapon. Everyone wants to use the PDW, but I actually think this gun can actually be suitable for a try-hard type of weapon, mainly just because, like, look at here, I'm taking out this guy, long range, so epic, and I think you can probably do the same thing without the foregrip. So overall, I think you guys should just use this gun. It's underrated. Everyone just think it's bad, or everyone's just too embarrassed to use it because it's the very first assault rifle, or possibly the very first gun you unlock, and everyone doesn't look pro with it because it's, you know, the first gun you unlock. Oh, there's no skill in it. You know, you don't level up to unlock it. But you know, forget about that. And I think you guys should really use it. And that's the end of my commentary. I'll see you guys on my next gun review.